There have been recent debates online about who is truly smarter between Senku and Bulma, and let me just say this now. Bulma is leagues above Senku in intelligence. That may upset some people, but as usual, I will explain. The biggest argument against Bulma is that she has the budget to fund her inventions, whereas Senku is building civilization from scratch and, well, if you're not biased, then you would know the argument makes zero sense. Budget does not equal intelligence. That argument is the equivalent of saying, Tony Stark is only as smart as he is because he has enough money to develop his inventions. And well, that's already been debunked.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave! With a box of scraps!
You can have all the money in the world, but without the genius, you can't do anything. Bulma isn't an extraordinary genius because she's rich. She's rich because she's an extraordinary genius. Her being rich does not affect anything in any way, because even if she wasn't rich, she would just build something and get rich. I'm sure a lot of people aren't satisfied with all I've said up to this point, and would love me to prove Bulma could do what Senku did. And yeah, I can do that. So let's break it down, starting with Senku. Alright, I'm just gonna drop a bombshell here. Now, I'm in no way downplaying Senku when I say this, but you can do 50% of the things Senku has done. Let me explain. Almost everything done by Senku is taught and can be replicated in real life. Chemistry, physics, industrial chemistry, astrophysics, organic chemistry, ranging from topics like levers to aerodynamics to thermophysics, etc, etc. Senku is a walking physics and chemistry encyclopedia for the real world, which means that anyone with sufficient knowledge can hypothetically do things Senku has done. Well, maybe not everything, but a great deal. Most of us have an idea about the things Senku invents. Why? Because in some way we have been taught some of it in school. Senku is a genius, but his genius in physics, chemistry and inventing isn't on the level of Bulma. And to prove that, let's move on to Bulma's feats. Now, everyone is bragging about how Senku reinvents pulleys, electricity, telephones, and even a spaceship in ancient civilization. Now let's look at what Bulma invents in an ancient civilization with no money and no advanced technology. So, Bulma came to planet Namek, along with Krillin and Gohan. And Namek is basically how life without technology will be. So get this, Bulma was lonely, wishing she could talk to someone, so she came across this frog that could seemingly understand what she was saying, but couldn't talk back. So, she built a collar that could translate the speech of any living creature in the universe, with a box of scraps.
Now! Change now!
Yes, you heard me right. Bulma invented a universal translator with a box of scrap metal, on the spot, on a planet without any technology, simply because she wanted to talk to a frog. I think I can end this video here already, but I'm sure some will still argue. So let's just add some more feats. Next, Bulma as a teenager invented the Dragon Radar, a device that can track the magical signal emanating from Dragon Balls. Yes, Bulma as a teenager figured out how to use science to track magic. And as an adult in Dragon Ball Super, she invented a larger Dragon Radar that could locate the Super Dragon Balls across the entire universe. Now, I'm gonna hear some people saying Bulma can only do this because she lives in a futuristic society. This just shows they didn't watch the show, because virtually all commercial futuristic tech on Earth, in Dragon Ball, was invented by Bulma and her father. If you see anyone using this argument in the comments, then it's obvious they didn't reach this point in the video. Next, Bulma reverse engineered an alien spaceship twice. The first was when she fixed up Kami's old spaceship so that she, Krillin and Gohan could go to planet Namek. And the second time was when she reverse engineered Supreme Kai's old spaceship that comes from the demon realm, that is literally a separate realm from the universe itself. Bulma invented a watch that could shrink and unshrink herself as a teenager. She also...
Don't forget to ask them to subscribe.
Well, I was gonna do that at the end of the video, but okay. If you're enjoying this video, subscribe to your boy. Your boy is me, by the way, just clarifying. She was able to reverse engineer Saiyan armor, capable of withstanding galaxy-shattering attacks. She was also able to invent a room that seems to alter, if not truly alter, gravity by hundreds of times. Bulma is smarter than Dr. Gero, who not only enhanced Android 17 and 18 to be able to take on Universe Busters, but also engineered a bio-android Chimera. made from the DNA of several Saiyans, Piccolo and Frieza, creating a life form designed on a purely cellular level to embody the combined abilities of these three races. Some might even say he created the
perfect cell.
Bulma is smarter than her dad, who invented anti-gravity cars and figured out a way to shrink and unshrink matter using the Dynocaps, which Bulma herself goes on to make on several occasions. I don't think you guys know how impossible it is to shrink and unshrink matter. Now, the feat that solidified Bulma as the character with the highest raw intelligence for me in anime, right, was this. She figured out how to fly Jakku's advanced alien tech before she could walk properly. Now I googled the average age it takes a baby to walk properly, and turns out it takes an average of 1 year for a baby to walk properly. So, Bulma figured out how to pilot an advanced alien spaceship before celebrating her 1-year-old birthday. Wow. And lastly, Bulma's most notable feat, the time machine. Now, some guys in the comment might start telling me about the time machine Senku built in the manga, but here's the difference. Bulma, in a post-apocalyptic world, invented the time machine that freely allows the user to travel back and forth in linear time, that is, to the past, present and future, but also allows for travel between completely different timelines. And the most insane part, it can travel to coordinates of erased timelines, where space and time no longer exist. Yes, Bulma created a time machine that can travel to timelines where no time exists. While for Senku, first of all, he implies he's not the only one working on this project, as he says, "We are making a time machine." He says this because he was currently working with the greatest minds in the world. Next, his time machine only seems to have the ability to go to the past and back, which is a severe downgrade compared to Bulma's time machine. Mind you, Senku was building this with his team, under heavy funding, whereas Bulma built hers in a basement in a post-apocalyptic world caused by the androids. People seem to think that because Senku is building humanity from scratch, then he's automatically smarter than any other scientist in anime, when people like Bulma have clearly done way more. If they were to switch worlds, Bulma would have brought back civilization completely in Season 1, whereas Senku would be stuck just trying to replicate anti-gravity cars. So yeah, the downplay on Bulma should stop. What up guys, if you enjoy content like this, please leave a like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. I do spend a lot of time and data ensuring that the information provided here is accurate, so a little appreciation will go a long way.